cold. $5:30 in the morning. What's going on, guys? Woo! It's Tuesday. Still kind of the start of the week. I'm getting going. I'm up a little early. I didn't catch a hike yesterday, but today we're here. Just something to be grateful for. Today, let's talk about peace. Creating peace around you. I think personally, peace really has to do in your immediate area. Like, I'm just paraphrasing what I mean by peace. Peace with the people around you. Peace with the people who know you, who are interacting with you on the minute and on a daily basis as well. Peace, that kind of peace really has to do with the way you feel about yourself and the peace you have or don't have with yourself. What I mean by that is when I get upset with somebody who's upset with me, and I have a thing about that. Like, when people get mad at me, I'm a real people pleaser. So when people get mad at me, I really feel bad about it, and I almost get offended that they're mad at me. I don't even know what they're mad about, and I'm already in sort of like defense mode, which is how a lot of people are. I think it's just a little bit emphasized with me, just because that's the way I turned out. But I think if you understand that people are coming at you with their own perspectives, and they're creating their opinions, and they're on the dot, like at the moment, and they're not really fully in control of what they're doing or what they're feeling. And sometimes people act on the feelings that they don't really understand. They'll say something to you that out of anger that they felt about something you did, and they won't even really understand why they felt that anger. They won't really delve into it. Nobody really has that much time to delve into something that deeply in the moment. So they're coming at you with emotions and like thunder that they don't really understand. So if you understand that, though, it really has nothing to do with you. Like, whether or not people like you, whether or not people respect you, does have something to do with your actions. But the feeling in and of itself, that's a choice that people make at the end of the day. And funny that your actions actually dictate whether people respect you or not. So people's respect doesn't matter in and of itself, because you were already doing the things that earned their respect before they respected you. So that kind of goes that way with everything. I think for me, like, when I'm such a stoic guy, because I've just learned that it really doesn't matter what I think. I mean, what you think is not going to change the world, you know? Like, only insofar as it influences action will your thoughts change the world. But your thoughts and words and other people's thoughts and words towards you, mostly the negative ones, I think the positive ones are great, and they really can help you just because you're more receptive to positive feedback. You choose to listen and let that in, which is good. But sometimes people choose to let in negative energy and negative feedback also. And I just think that it's good to know that you don't have to. You don't have to acknowledge people who are negative about you, who don't like you, people who, like say something to you about your weight, or about something you think or said, or about your political affiliation. You don't have to necessarily disrespect somebody who says that to you. But you do, I think it is pivotal to understand that that's their choice to think that way or to act that way. It really has nothing to do with you. So if somebody doesn't like the way you're doing something, or they don't like you, it's cool, you know? Like, we all play our distinct roles in this very delicate ecosystem of society. And nobody really has a right to change you because they don't like the way you turned out. That only happens if you don't like yourself. And sometimes it's good, I think, to notice what people think of you, just so you can get some social cues. I mean, sometimes you really should change. But I think noticing is a better word for it. Noticing is better than listening sometimes when it comes to negative feedback, because usually the people giving negative feedback just they really don't feel good about themselves, so they don't have the energy to try to lift you up as well. If they see that you need that, they'd rather try to push you down to make themselves feel bigger. And that's not even a pejorative. That's just kind of, I really do think that's the way it works, like on a systematic basis. I think that's kind of the way the equilibrium of the universe plays out in emotions as well. So I think just listen to the negatives that people have to say about you. Just notice them, and if you want to change, then that's great. You know, it's going to take some work, but you can do it. But just because people say negative things about you online, in person, in writing, it really doesn't mean anything. More a reflection of who they are and what they're about than what you're about. Yeah, that's about it, man. I haven't necessarily been dealing with that, but I mean, I've kind of been seeing it happen in front of me a little bit. I think it happens every day actually in front of me. But you know, you kind of just learn to live with that sort of stuff. But it's good to know how to navigate through it so it doesn't weigh you down, so you don't carry that weight with yourself. So have fun, enjoy. Let me know how it goes.